All right, everybody. So we've had a little time to look back on how piss poor the Cowboys played today against the Washington football team. Before we get started and jump into it, as usual, it's your boy Big Joe.
Your boy Too True.
Your boy Julio the Don.
Your boy J had.
Man, where do we start? Like, after this week's game, dog, I'm officially almost out for the season. Cause
You should have been out.
I don't see another win on this schedule, and our schedule was like almost the easiest. I don't see no more wins, bro. I don't see us.
Bro, we are officially hot garbage. Straight trash.
Bro, when Dak went down, y'all should have knew the season was over.
I'm agreeing with T, bro. I'm agreeing with T.
That's the thing. Me and you had talked earlier.
Not over.
Yeah, before the Arizona game, when I told you, they're not going to win that game. And then when we talked about the Washington game, everybody was a little bit optimistic, saying, oh, it's the defense. The defense is messing this up. The defense is messing that up. But yet, I think the Cowboys left the O-line here in Dallas before they went to Washington, because I didn't see one today at all. You got our backup.
We didn't have nothing
killed today.
Let's just put it out there now. T benefited the most because he didn't even watch the game. He didn't have to sit that nonsense.
Man,
no joke. No joke.
Bro,
yeah, cut it on and saw 22-3 and was like, "Up, it's over."
I mean,
Red Rifle not bringing us back.
You ever seen like just something so traumatic in your life, dog? Just something that's so traumatic in your life that you're just like, I'll never forget that. Like it's stuck today in your mind. Even years later, you're just like, man, remember that time? That's how I feel right now about this team.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like they just quit. They just quit. They have no fight.
You should have known that we weren't going to win that game. There was no hope, no nothing when Red Rifle got knocked out cold, bro.
By Boston.
And they were standing around his body like, y'all want to see a dead body?
Yeah.
Boys
bro.
in the hood.
Yeah.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
And they brought up a real good point on that, too, is that when he got hit like that, and it was an illegal hit at that, because they ejected the other guy out of the game.
It was ugly, bro. Like, there was no reason for him to. He had already given his body up.
Exactly. And then you didn't see any other Cowboy player rush to go help him, to go, start a fight. Normally, if I see one of my, teammates getting hit like that, you're going to go over there and, say what's up to the other team. At least go over there and show face.
Push.
Everybody just sitting there looking at him like, damn.
Everybody was looking
where out, man.
Where has Ben DiNucci at? Where's Ben? Like,
right,
bro. He came on the field immediately. He was ready to go.
Bro, he
everything.
That jersey ain't ever seen no action. He was crisp, clean, and then drops a dime on his first pass, and I was like, okay, like we're going down the field. Never did anything again.
Nope.
That was the first and last highlight of his career thus far. So we can't score no point. We can't stop nobody. Like I was talking to the wife. I was like, man, like we're not even at halftime. This defense looks tired. They look dead. The offense couldn't move the ball. Zeke looked like he was running in sand. Andy looked like he's never played football in his life. I mean, I don't know. Dude, our defense is not playing their assignment. I can't tell you how many times we get beat on the end around or a bootleg or, the quarterback runs outside the pocket because we're crashing down and we have no outside contain. We're not doing anything. Mike Nolan, you better be fired after this game. Jerry needs to get Wade Phillips on the phone now. Make an example out of somebody because you are losing this team. Want to embarrass yourself any further? Keep putting this trash out there.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. Right. We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, and I
We'll
agree
see
with that
tomorrow.
because I think I was talking to you before we even got on this call that I was listening to some of the post-game interviews, like with Mike McCarthy and then with your boy Leighton Vander Esch. And of course, everybody's shooting those questions about, what do you think is going on? Why do you think the Cowboys, the defense isn't syncing together? Do you think the scheme is working? And the best answer he could give was that it's not an issue with us not knowing the scheme or running the scheme. It's an issue that no one is doing their assignments. Fundamental football is not happening there in Dallas. You have your assignments. You're supposed to play your assignment and take care of what you're supposed to take care of, and nobody's doing that. Instead, you got a bunch of one-time guys trying to be a hero, trying to save the game in their mind, thinking that they're going to save something, and they're just making it worse. That's all they're doing. The entire time, that's all they're doing.
It's terrible. It's not good to look at. Like I've never been, even when we're not good, it's like, I can look at the game, but I can't look at this, man. Because every aspect of the team is bad. It's just, it's horrible.
Dog, like they're Washington
And then
hasn't had a. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I just want to add on, and then to get the brakes beat off us by Washington. That was like the nail in the back.
By the
knife
football
in the back.
team.
By the football team.
Like we could just get beat. We got the brakes beat off us.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We made them look like a damn state championship football team that just stomped a mud hole in us, bro.
Beat the brakes off the freshman team.
Yeah, man.
Y'all put the seniors out there against the freshman team.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like.
No, they haven't had 100 yards rushing the entire season. They had almost 100 by halftime.
Mm-hmm. No, they had 100 by halftime. They did have 100 by halftime.
I mean, what else can you do at this point? Dude, they gashed us so ugly on runs, and you're just seeing here's where I was like, okay, they gave me that false hope. They run it down to the goal line. It's 4th and like 6 inches to score, and they try to run a QB sneak, and we stop him, and I think he fumbled it, but we recovered. They gave it to us like on the 2, and next thing I know, Andy Dalton, like, he gives us a little bit of space, and then immediately drops back, scrambles to his right, gets the ball hit from behind, and Dalton Schultz slides on it in the end zone. I was like, okay, so we just stopped the touchdown and then just gave up 2 points, and then it just never. We never competed after that. We just looked like straight trash.
Garbage. Hot garbage.
Yep.
Doob.
So I don't know what else to do, boys. Like, it's what if you were in your dream scenario, what would happen tomorrow? What would you hear in the news tomorrow?
Fire Mike Nolan.
Yep.
Go get Thomas.
Yep.
And Jerry's
I wouldn't just say Mike Nolan, but I would say I'd like to see a lot of firing for a lot of different people that ain't doing their damn job. It's as simple as that. I mean, and we know it ain't gonna happen. Maybe one person, but not everybody that's fucking up.
Bro, T said it on Friday. We don't have an O-line. And that showed today.
Bad.
Real bad.
Real bad.
And the other thing too was that I was listening to the fan too after the game, and a lot of guys, they always try to give that on the brighter side type story when they're talking about the O-line, and they're like, well, the thing you got to look at is that all these guys on the O-line are young. They're all kids. You can't expect them to play. And I'm like, I'm sitting there listening to this, and I'm like, how can you not expect them to play? Why the hell did we pick them up to play here in Dallas if you can't expect them to compete to that level?
are you not prepared?
Exactly. How are you not going to be prepared to play professionally, be paid professionally, but you can't compete with what's out there right now? I mean, if I'm a backup and they decide to start me, I'm going to play my ass off so that way I can take the starting spot. That's just the way I think.
Just but hell, so you desire, man.
Yeah, and so you telling me that these guys are starting now, and then all of a sudden they're just like, well, hell, there ain't nobody else behind us, so we might as well just play as best as we can. They're basically just collecting a check.
And Mike McCarthy's pushing back on the players now because, like, going back to that Andy Dalton hit, they asked him about it. They're like, what did you think when you didn't see anybody kind of take up for him? And he was like, man, you don't like to see that from your players. He's like, we got a problem. Damn right we got a problem. Yep. Like, if it was me tomorrow, I would probably want to hear Mike Nolan got fired. And I would hope that we have somebody waiting in the wings. I would also like to hear at this point, we're going to bring in Ryan Fitzpatrick, at least for the fun of it. I'll at least watch that because he's way more mobile than Andy Dalton is. He might be as mobile as that. And he'll just chunk the ball. Like he'll throw the rock. I'm cool with that. Just throw the rock. I mean, we ain't doing anything.
We have Uncle Rico right now, so it has to just be on the up and up from here.
Like those would be the two things I would like to hear. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's butthurt because they benched him in Miami. He wasn't playing terrible, but they benched him so that they could start to a T. Go get him. Why not? You don't know how long Andy Dalton's going to be out. I wouldn't be surprised if Andy Dalton was like, man, bump that. I don't want to be back. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Not for $3 million. Getting your head knocked off like that? Not for $3 million.
Hell no, not for no $3 million.
And I think that was the only positive thing that I saw that Andy Dalton did was I think it was after the second or third series of him getting his ass whooped. He walked over to the O-line and he was screaming his head off at everybody on the sideline. He was literally screaming at everybody. I was like, that's what the coaches need to be doing. They should be getting in someone's ass. Why are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing? Why is the quarterback getting tore up every single play? It just makes no sense. It was real ugly.
T, bro, you're lucky you missed that.
Man, hey, I'm telling you, 22-3, that's all I needed to see. They had no chance. You know, at least with, like I told you, man, with Dak, I know we can make it look respectable at least. But when you come in and you got the backup to the backups playing, and you got, I'm already out because the starting quarterback is out. Like, I have no faith in Andy Dalton to take us anywhere. But just, it's over. Like, it's over.
What are we, 7 games in? No.
Yeah. We're 2-5. Yeah.
We're 7 games into the season, and we already know that it's over. Like, even with Dak gave you fool's gold because when he's out there playing, doing what he's doing, and we're keeping it, like you said, competitive, it makes you think and see things that really aren't there.
So here is what I think about that. In some ways, it's fool's gold, but in some ways, it's like, okay, you have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a game of inches, bro. Just like the Atlanta game. I mean, we could go back and forth about the opening game of the season with the Rams. Push off, was it not? I don't think it was OPI.
I don't either.
I mean, just like I'm saying, bro, like at least with Dak, bro, he made it look respectable, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we were down 22-3 with him, I knew in the back of my head, like, you know what, I really can't give up on the game because we mess around and come back and win.
We might come back,
you know what I'm saying? Or at least, you know, it'll be competitive to the end. But to your point, in some ways, it's fool's gold because it's like, you know, damn, we look that good coming back, but we really aren't that good.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm telling you. I don't know if the Jones boys just bought into it. Like, y'all see that he's right. We're right there. Like we could really be winning these games and just completely blocking out in their minds the previous 3 quarters. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to look at the whole picture. You can't look at the comeback. You got to look at everything because everything before the comeback is really what's going on with this team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at teams like, here in a bit, I'm about to go catch this Seattle game, what I was looking at before we started this. And I'm just looking, man, I'm like, damn, why we can't, like, they just make it look so easy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
I don't get it, bro. Like, I'm watching other games, and I'm even watching Cowboys games, and I'm like, look, why is there always a receiver with, like, 3 and 4 yards all around them? No defenders there, but every time we got a ball thrown, the defender's, like, in his hip pocket. Why is it when people are running the football, they're going for 7, 8, 9 a clip, and we're getting 2, and it's a hard 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to fight for them too. Yep.
Dog, like we just look so unprepared. We look so average, like below average.
Mm-hmm.
And something has to change. I don't know what it is. I don't know when it will come, if it will come. My last question to you tonight, boys, before I let y'all go. What do you guys think now? I mean, I kind of laughed it off at first. I didn't really take any mind to it, but what do you guys think now of Mike McCarthy possibly being a one and done here in Dallas?
Nah.
Because keep in mind, when we were looking for a head coach, we had 2 candidates. 2. Mike McCarthy, Marvin Lewis.
Nah, he ain't one and done, man. Only because you lost your starting quarterback during the season. And then on top of that, you didn't have enough time to really implement or connect with the players. Keep in mind, it's a short season, meaning no OTAs, no mini camp, basically no off season, as far as training goes. So you really didn't have the time that you would like to have to, you know what I'm saying, get the players to where you want them to be. It was kind of like no preseason. So you just, like the first 2 or 3 games to me were like, okay, this, I can't really put too much stock into it. It's like preseason, but to some of what y'all were saying, I was like, the defense may actually come together, but I'm not seeing it now.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Mike McCarthy go, I say he got another year. He has one more year. We'll see how next year goes, and if it looked the same next year mid-season, he'll be gone.
I mean, you got to think. Red Jesus was here for how long? 10 seasons.
Yeah.
And his first 2 were.
That was a different dynamic though. Like that was almost like Romo, like family. Son. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but that was still like his. I don't know, man. Jerry gave him a chance.
Yeah.
So it's like T said, man. This is like a 2020 is crap. Hot doo-doo, bro.
We're looking real sad, bro. We're looking real sad.
I mean,
Julio, what you think, bro?
I mean, I agree with the guys. I don't think that this will be. I don't think Mike McCarthy will have a one and done here. I honestly think that they'll let him go next season, mid-season. Should they not perform? Should they continue this trend that they're continuing now? By mid-season next year, he'll be gone. The way that he sounded in his post-game interview, as far as how disappointed he was that none of the players are stepping up, he's disappointed in how the team is performing. You can honestly hear it in his voice that he's aggravated already. I'm pretty sure that he's listened to everybody, give him that, what are the coaches doing? What are you guys doing in Dallas? How come Dallas isn't winning? And he's getting tired of it. And I think that, that relationship that you guys said that he had with Mike Nolan, that's my homeboy, I'm going to get him a job. Here pretty soon, he's probably going to be like, bro, you could be my homeboy all day, but this ain't working, and you got to go. And for me, I think what's going to happen next year, I think that when he gets the opportunity to, he's going to clean house completely with all the coaches and he's going to start fresh. He's going to say, these are the guys that I want. These are the guys that I know are going to help this team win. Instead of playing homeboy with somebody, he's going to bring in people.
He should have done that. He should have done that from the jump.
And I agree with that. But again, because he was sitting there playing homeboys with certain people and then trying to keep some of the players happy by saying, oh, well, we're going to keep killing more in the system that you guys are already familiar with, just so that way it's not too complicated for you guys. Since there's no OTAs, since there's no preseason, since there's none of that stuff, we're going to try to simplify it. It's kind of like his hands were tied. Again, Corona, 2020, all this stuff kind of just messed everything up. Nothing is the same as how it was before. So it just made it that much harder for them to be able to make those decisions and say, okay, let's start fresh. Here's a new playbook. Here's the new scheme. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to prep the players. But they didn't have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what comes out this week. We'll see what changes the Cowboys try to make. We'll hear what excuses come out this week. And we got the Eagles coming up next. So
I don't even want to talk about that game.
It's going to be crap. I may or may not have my brother-in-law join us, just depending, since he is an Eagles fan.
How obnoxious he is during the week.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, man.
Depending upon, but we'll see, boys. But you know, like I said, I just wanted to pick y'all's brain, touch base with y'all tonight, see what y'all had. Everybody watching, listening, you know, go to YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, follow us. You know, we're more than willing to interact. Hit us up on Facebook, and we'll holler at you later this week. Peace.
Deuce.
Out of there.